Every time I go on Tictac, it's the first thing to pop up is you and that one dude that just kept calling you over and over. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
No.
Sorry.
What's going on, dudes? Pat here, and I'm with...
Hey guys.
In this video, I'm going to be looking at PopularMMOs' newest video, the stuff that's been going on in his life recently, and just overall if PopularMMOs' Pat is doing okay, because I'm kind of concerned for him. But before we hop into the video, and I can dissect this 30-minute juicer for all of you in like 10 to 15, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I'm going to be trying to post more. I'm going to be talking about what I want to be doing with this channel more later in the video. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop right into the video. So the video we're going to be looking at is Will Jen be coming back? It was posted 19 hours ago, it's 31 minutes long, and I watched every second of it because, honestly, it's a good question, and it's something I wanted to know the answer to. Will Jen be coming back to the channel? How's she doing? What's she doing? And I'm not going to lie, when I clicked the video, first thing that I saw is Pat, and Pat's condition. This is not the PopularMMOs that I grew up watching. He's clearly been through the ringer one or two times since I've stopped watching his channel. Regardless, this video happened to pop up on my feed and I wanted to watch the whole thing. So I've cut it down to segments for y'all to digest, and I'm going to be covering, criticizing, and critiquing this video. That said, let's hop straight into the first part.
It had to have been like, maybe like 3 years ago I made my last video with her. You have no idea, right, Mike?
No, I have no... Dude, you didn't even answer my question on why you guys got divorced.
Oh, no, it's because she wanted to have a kid, and I'm like, I was too young, obviously.
What do you mean? You have a kid.
I know, he's right there.
So if you were to actually watch Pat's video, this is like 7 minutes, 10 seconds in, he actually addresses why he got the divorce. I feel like this was common knowledge already, at least it's something I knew. Though his good buddy Mike, or whoever this co-host is, I really don't know who this person is. All I know is he's in the mugshots that PopularMMOs got, so I'm guessing he was with them when he got arrested. Maybe that's why they're buddies. Maybe he's his party friend. But this dude didn't know it, so if y'all didn't know it, now you know.
Every time, and like, dude, I sounded so creepy to people. I would be like, hey, so you want to come over to my place? Like, I have anxiety problems. I don't want to go out in public. I'll get nervous. Come over to my house, please. That's what I said every single time to girls.
That was your opening line?
That was when they wanted to hang out. That was my reply. Worked every single time. Surprisingly, if you can explain it to somebody, they actually understand it. So, because like I joke around a lot, and I was really nervous at the beginning, but then when I started to get comfortable, then I came out, like, and that's
what,
where...
out of the closet?
Yeah. Then I got on Grindr. Okay, so this girl, she comes over to my house, right?
So in this segment, PopularMMOs is talking about how he's been dealing with anxiety. I'm sure he's been dealing with it for most of his life, as that's how anxiety usually works. Of course, big instances in your life can increase anxiety or decrease it. For Pat's case, I'm assuming, breaking up with his wife of 10 years definitely affected the anxiety, so he used Tinder to help it. That said, I really do feel bad for Pat. I can't imagine trying to go out and meet someone and then having people walk up to me and being like, oh, you're PopularMMOs, you made my childhood. Like, it's kind of part of the reason I don't have my face revealed yet. I'm not trying to be doing normal life things out in public and then someone walks up to me, starts yapping. That's got to be the least enjoyable thing for content creators. At least I can imagine.
And I'm showing her around the house, and she's like, what's in there? Which was my garage. You know where the garage is, obviously. And I was like,
where is it?
The garage? What do you mean? You're next to it.
I'm just trolling you, dude.
Okay, so she's like, what's in there? Like, she points at the door, and I'm like, and this is where I was maybe a little too much. I'm like, that's where I keep all the girls from Tinder that I killed. And she froze up completely. She's like, for like, there's 5 seconds of awkward silence, and then she goes, are you serious?
A little bit off topic from PopularMMOs, but this dude Mike's gotta be the biggest yes man I've ever seen. Bro's living in Pat's house, probably living off of Pat's money from YouTube and his stocks, and not adding anything to this conversation. Like, every time Pat says something or a joke and it doesn't get laughed at, it hurts my soul. It makes me cringe. Even if it's not funny, dude will just look and then say something out of pocket or something random. Like, I don't know. I don't enjoy this co-host. At least not as much as my childhood icon. Once childhood icon.
Okay, anyway, so Tinder helped me with that issue. I haven't even gotten to Jen yet. It's like this is the whole story.
That's what. Yeah, Tinder's awesome.
No, that helps. That dude, trust me, that helps a lot. I was doing like 2 to 3 dates a day just to like practice one.
Okay, all right. I want to go ahead and preface that like you live in like we discovered this when I was in London. Like you live in kind of like a different like world league, whatever you want to like call it, dude, because you are who you are. Like you have like status. You are, you know, a pretty wealthy fella, if I do say so myself. So it's like not like, dude, the audience, they don't know what going on 2 to 3 dates a day is. You know, I don't. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I third wheel half of your dates.
Okay, that's funny. True.
I thought bro would never be done glazing it. Holy shit. And once bro was done with the back flips upon front flips he was doing, his freaking ringer went off. Oh my god. When I was watching the video at like 8 in the morning, that shit actually got me up from my chair. I almost had to turn off the video. God, jokes aside, this dude sounds like Ice Poseidon. Let me know if y'all can hear that in the comments.
Which, you know, if you check out the podcast channel, you hear about some of the things that I've done, the partying and like crazy like adventures that we've had together. And ones I've had by myself. Lots of stuff. Anyways. So she went on, her stuff's online anyways, most of it, so I think I could say it, like, so she started dating a dude from, what is it? You help me here. Come on,
what?
Even you know. Coast Guard, okay, Coast Guard.
Oh, bro, how in the hell am I supposed to know? Yeah, okay, he's in the Coast Guard.
Because you've known, we've talked about it before.
Yeah, but dude, I don't remember.
Okay.
All I know is that he's. Just continue.
Okay. Anyways.
Quick pause. Of course, this dude didn't know that Jen was with some dude who's in the Coast Guard, even though Pat said he told him. I bet this dude doesn't hear anything but, oh yeah, you can stay in my house if you don't got somewhere to stay. Type shit.
So, a lot of people ask, like, are we going to record again? Like, no. Even if we wanted to, like, it's, like, nearly impossible. Because I think he got stationed in, which,
okay, go ahead.
anyways, probably not
So
going to
what, she had to leave the state because of you?
A lot of people have.
Oh.
That may be the worst clip from the entire video today. Holy shit. Aw. Dude said that Pat made her leave the state. Like, I didn't even catch that on my first time watching, but I rewatched it. I was like, I gotta include this in the video. That's absolutely crazy. Not to mention all the cuts that are happening in this podcast. Like, they're so noticeable. This poor editor, like, I can't imagine. Bro was probably handed an hour of shit raw footage and he had to compile it into a 31-minute quote-unquote podcast. This is not a podcast. This needs some work. This is like I'm watching a fucking Zoom call with my teachers.
But, okay, so yeah, she lives, like, she met this dude, they got married, and then she had a kid. So now they actually have a kid. So, like, the chance of recording now, like, I can't even raise, like, myself and record.
Yeah.
But raising a child and recording, you know how hard that would be? Like, I see YouTubers doing it, but, like, there's no point, really. Like, she doesn't need to do anything, like, and everyone thinks we're on bad terms for some reason.
That's like the one girlfriend. Well,
everyone thinks we're on bad terms for some reason, and then bro cuts out a segment of the video. Like, that is not a good look. Not to mention, Pat, the child is not yours. You can mention that. Like, it'd be a little freaking weird, you know, having someone else's kid with Jen on your channel. If you did that shit, you'd just be doing that to help them, I'd imagine. Nonetheless, PopularMMOs has uploaded about as much as me in these past few years, so, you know, Pat, I hope you find something that really entertains you and is fun to make. If this podcast is fun, you keep doing what you gotta do, but damn, man. Like, H3 would be a better co-host than this Mike fella.
But no, there's literally no problems. And, like, people think it affected my life. It really didn't. It was things later affected my life than that for sure. It was actually probably a positive thing for me. It really got me going out there and doing things that I didn't want to do before, which, like, it was a good thing. Like, it got me going out.
All right. Yeah, let's talk about what were you not doing that you are doing now because of that situation. Like, what's the...
I mean, dude, I did nothing. I spent, like, 10 years of my life sitting in my house, working a lot. That made me successful, obviously. Like,
yeah, dude, it paid off. Thanks for working so.
you know, the COVID wall behind you, yeah.
Kinda crazy statement saying you were doing nothing these past 10 years, bro. You were making people's childhoods. Whether or not you knew it, that's up for debate, but bro, you were doing something. Best believe that.
I was like, when did you first start recording? Like, how old were you?
Dude, like, I don't even know at this point. I'm like, was it 13 years ago, 14 years ago? It was a while now.
So that's even before you met her, yeah?
No.
Wait, so you were, when did you start recording? Did you start recording before?
We broke up 4 years ago.
I know, but did you start recording? You were recording Minecraft before you met Jen, correct?
That is incorrect.
What? That is news breaking to me, dude. Oh my goodness. What?
Dude, do the math.
I didn't.
It's been 4 years since we were together, and we were together for 10 years.
That's another reason I don't really like this Mike fella. Bro knows about as much about Popular MMOs' personal life as I do. And dude's in his personal life, like, make it make sense.
That time I did text her, and I was like, can I buy your Instagram for $1,000? And she was like, no. She was like, actually, I'm insulted by how low a price you're giving for it. I was like, I can give it to Mike, and it will really help him.
That was a good thing. You're just gonna trash it? Dude, that was like, I didn't know you were doing that. So when you like called me and you're like, yeah, I offered her $1,000, I was like, that is hilarious.
Yeah, it made
That'd
sense.
have been such a good Christmas gift too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like her, because her Instagram was like over 900,000 followers, I think. So it was like, value-wise, that's got to be worth $100,000, right? At least.
I'll give her $100.
Let's talk about being contradicting. Bro said he offered Jen $1,000, okay? $1,000 for her socials, her Instagram, to give to this Mike fella who, for all I know, is some homeless dude. And then he goes on to say, oh yeah, it must be worth at least $100,000. Shit, I don't want to say the same thing twice, but make it make sense. Like, I don't know how Jen feels about all this. She'd rather not talk about it. I feel like that's the smarter thing to do. I feel like Pat didn't really cover this situation too well in this video. It's more like he got in a call with this buddy Mike, just started f***ing talking.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I don't even like watch our videos after we post them or any of that. When I like see some of the DMs I get, I'm like, oh my, you guys are so mean. But then some of them I'm like, oh, you guys are the nicest people. I'm gonna keep living my life today.
Yeah, but dude, I always think back to when I was in college and I was taking a psychology class, and they were like, you could have 100 people in the day, 99 of them compliment you, and one of them say one bad thing about you, and all you're gonna think about, because it's human nature, is the one bad thing that was said about you. And like, if you are, and that is the average human being, that's like human nature.
Real spiel, Pat. That's some truth right there, if I ever heard it. It's kind of how I feel about my day-to-day. Like, I could be doing the most, and then I fuck up or do something that I said I wouldn't, and then it's like, oh, well, my day has gone to shit. Even though it hasn't. But the second you start thinking, oh yeah, my day's over, by then you've already lost. You know, just go to sleep, wake up tomorrow.
I'm like posting, like I posted that dude on my TikTok because I was annoyed.
Every time I go on Tictac, it's the first thing to pop up is you and that one dude that just kept calling you over and over. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
No.
Sorry. Yeah, so what do we do about that?
It's a big beep noise that Lucas is gonna have to add in.
That one dude that just kept calling you over and over. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
I don't even know what to say other than it is 2023, better be 2024. If you have a slip up like this where you say something that can end your career, I know Mike hasn't started his career yet. This could be detrimental 10 to 15 years for him. You just cut the whole thing out, like, especially for the editor. I'm sure they knew better to just cut the whole thing out, but you know, you want to make it a bit, sure, funny. F-slur funny. Ha, ha.
No, like, dude, it's like, it's a normal feeling. And like, it's interesting because I'm thinking back to like my past, right? So like after that, like I've gotten in relationships with multiple people.
Back when like dinosaurs would fly around?
Shut up. I have so many insults I can't say on this channel. I'll save them for the podcast channel.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can't even speak my mind freely.
Anyways.
I'm hoping and praying that speaking your mind does not equate to saying slurs unintentionally, as in it's just some word in your vocab you say for laughs, for ha-has, because eesh.
Oh, you should never regret anything in life, is my opinion. Because I feel like everything that happens in life, like, you learn from it, and then you change your life, you make it better. Like, I feel like regrets are terrible.
Yeah, don't live in regret. Life's all about, like, trials and, like, tribulation, you know? Like, you, like, figure it out, or tribulation. But, like, yeah, you overcome, like, obstacles, you learn from it. It's, like, literally, it's life, it's like being a baby, you know? Like, you fall down, you get back up, and you keep going, and it, you know, as life goes on, like, you fall harder, and you have to get up a higher step, you know? Like, that's just life.
Thank you, Mike, for the life advice. I'll take it to heart. And that is the last clip in this video. If there's anything I got from this, is that Pat and Jen had an amazing time filming the videos they did. It's probably why childhood me enjoyed them so much. Also, that PopularMMOs and Jen will probably never have another video together, which is quite upsetting, but you know, if it's upsetting, that means it really was worth something at some point, especially with how good their old content was, really did raise people, and in the podcast he even says the age demographic for his channel is mostly 18 to 25, I don't know what the range demographic is, but they're growing with Pat. It feels like I grew up alongside this channel. I mean, hell, I've been scrolling through his videos. This dude's posted so many. And a lot of them I can remember watching. And it really is crazy how quick time goes by. Make sure to take a second to look around, you know, or you'll miss it. That said, I can't understand from Pat's perspective a lot of stuff in the podcast. I do think it goes deeper than what he says and responds to, but obviously it's for a YouTube channel. He's got his dude Mike in the corner there. I mean, one thing you find out as you grow up, or I don't know if you ever do anything in social media, is you realize there's so much you don't know about the creator you're watching. There's so much going on behind the scenes that you'll never see. And a lot of the stuff you see online is fake, so you know, sometimes it is good to turn off the phone and go outside for once in a while. I'm gonna use that as my excuse for this past year and a half. You know, I've just been outside climbing trees and shit. No, but seriously, I've had to take a serious look into what I want to do. And this last year and a half to 2 years taught me you gotta go through shit to come out a better person sometimes. I actually said that in the video podcast, which is funny. Regardless, I want to give a big thanks to you, the person watching this video. Any of you that are subscribed, leave a like on any of my videos, even in the past, or have supported me at any point. It means the world, and you've got me to the point where I can see myself actually being a creator potentially in the future. And the amazing connections and people I've met through making this YouTube channel is something I really never thought I'd achieve, and I'm sorry I've been putting it off for so long, and I don't want to say procrastinating, but really procrastinating. But I'm gonna be trying to upload as much as possible. I'm gonna be trying to figure out what type of content I want to post, so expect a lot of experimental content. This is an experimental video. I'm not sure how it'll do. I don't really care. As long as I'm making content, having fun doing it, it's all that matters, especially when there's a lot of stuff in life that you have to do that is not enjoyable. Comment Oreo if you made it this far. I hope I don't see too many comments. I kind of went on a spiel, but y'all have a good one. Hopefully I see you in the next video. Stay blessed. Adios.